Hi guys, happy Tuesday. So, we're going to go just right into traditional witchcraft again. An introduction pretty much to Tubal Cain. So this is really interesting. So there's a bunch of different names for Tubal Cain, and that would be Tubal Cain, Cain, Cabil, Cavan, Vulcan, Hephaestus, Wayland, Cubanus, Athos, Janus, Os, Azazel, Azil, Meliktos, and Lunasad, Lug. So, the stations of the wheel. So the wheel of the year would be East and West, Samhain and Beltane, October and May, gates of fire, water, blood, and merry moons. So the totems would be a cow, hawthorn, bee, May, toad, elder, crane, October. So Mother Median, crone. No, that's crane, not crone. So, and then the tools would be a sword, stang, shell or a shelg, and an anvil. So this is really interesting. I love this. I'm loving the Tubal Cain and everything that is having to do with Cain and all of it. And yeah, I just love it. So, alright, so of special interest to witches is the concept of the smithing god. So, metalsmiths were among the first alchemists, and by virtue of their powers of transmutation of ore into steel, they were once credited with magical powers. Blacksmiths were considered the mages par excellence of this group, and today we find iron horseshoes. Iron are transformed into the god's horns, so prized as good luck symbols. So the smithing god is often associated with lameness, pretty much. Which is attributed to a folk practice of laming the village smith, so that such an important member of society could not leave. So the shambling step of the lame god is echoed in the most basic witch dances. So, alright, so Tubal Cain appears to mean he who spices the craft of Cain. I like it. I like that. So, Gordon Wenham suggests that the name Cain means smith, or that he is called Tubal Cain in order to distinguish him from the other Tubal, the son of Japheth. So Henry Morris suggests that etymology, whatever, I can't say that word, his name is the progenitor of the name of the Roman god Vulcan. So Tubal Cain is sometimes thought to be the progenitor of the Celtic people. So he is the first ancestor and the witch father. Very interesting. Very interesting. I like that. So now we have a little, like a verse from the Bible here. So this is biblical a little bit. Alright, so Genesis 4:22 says that Tubal Cain was the forger of all instruments of bronze and iron, or an instructor of every artificer in brass and iron. Although this may mean he was a metalsmith, a comparison with verses 20 and 21 suggests that he may have been the very first artificer in brass and iron. So T.C. Mitchell suggests that he discovered the possibilities of cold forging native copper and meteoric iron. So Tubal Cain has even been described as the first chemist. So that's very interesting, obviously. Obviously, it's very interesting. So, but now we have the Book of Enoch. So according to the Book of Enoch, which brings Azazel into connection with the biblical story of the fall of the angels, located on Mount Hermon, a gathering place of demons from old, Azazel is represented in the Book of Enoch as one of the leaders of the rebellious watchers in the time preceding the flood. He taught men the art of warfare, of making swords, knives, shields, and coats of chainmail, and women the art of deception by ornamenting the body, dyeing the hair, and painting the face and eyebrows, and also revealed to the people the secrets of witchcraft, and corrupted their manners, leading them into wickedness and impurity. I'm naturally blonde, white, so I have no issues there. Okay, so according to the Luciferian tradition, though, Azazel and Tubal Cain are the same entity, Azazel having chosen Tubal Cain as his earthly vessel when he led the rebellion of the fallen angels. Tubal Cain is of the line of Cain through his father Lamech, marking him with the holy blood of Lucifer. By teaching the daughters of man witchcraft, Azazel/Tubal Cain became the witch father. That's really interesting. I love that. I really love that. So here is like a prayer of Cain, or tree, green Cain, master of the forge. I really like this. I have to save this picture. Amazing. It is. So, alright, so Holy Master, first and most cunning of tillers, by fragrant smokes, and the power of thy name, I hollow furnace, forge and flame. Cain al-Sharat, Slara, Holy Master, unto the craft of the green, and the spirits of the wise. Bear thou from thou shadow, celestial fire, and cause the dead to rise. Cain al-Shakarat, Slara, Holy Master, 9 times thy name be sung. Temper these hands and their work. In thy fox snacks and forge, for thine is the kingdom. Cain al-Sharajat, Slara. Obviously, I can't pronounce those words because they are basically, I'm guessing that they're Enochian. But I like this. I really like this one right here. This is pretty interesting. This is really interesting. The line of Cain it really is just amazing. It really, really is amazing. I want to see if I can find any more about the line of Cain. Okay, we do have more on Cain. Okay, so this is nice. This is really nice. So we have, let's see, the line of Cain, or Cain, Tubal Cain, and Azazel, the same entity. Yes and no. Cain, son of Eve. We have Cain as the son of Eve through the serpent Ha-Satan. In Genesis, when Eve says, I have begotten a man with the Lord, she is referring to Lord Lucifer. His brother Abel was the son of Adam and Eve, a creature of clay made flesh. Is that a reference to the whatever his name is, Caliban in Sabrina Part 3? He is made of clay? Huh. I like that a little bit. Whereas Cain was a creature of spirit made flesh. So Cain was the first to till the earth and harvest plant matter. So for this reason, this is like the Green Man, literally. So for this reason, he is known as the Lord of the Green Kingdom. While Cain harvested plants, Abel shepherded flocks of beasts. When the time came for Cain and Abel to make offerings to Yahweh, Abel's offerings of blood pleased Yahweh, but Cain's offering of burnt plants did not. So it was for this slight in the eyes of Yahweh that Cain killed Abel. Cain offered forth his most cherished gift of blood, his own brother, to Yahweh. Abel's blood watered the field and made it fertile. So the necrosophic tradition claims that the blood of Abel that watered the garden also empowered it, making the plants within linked to the bloodline of Cain. So this is also the origin of plant spirits, or the black and green. This is very familiar. This seems really familiar. It's like a deja vu, kinda. It's really familiar. So because of the fact that Cain was the first murderer of man, he eventually became the Reaper. He is the Lord of the Western Realms and the Guide of the Dead. Cain was also marked for his crime, and is this mark, the witch's mark, that all children of Cain carry, though in a diluted form. Alright, so, what is a witch's mark? Now we have witch marks. So what is a witch mark? How do we have them? This is all seeming way too, like, they have, like the creators of Sabrina have kind of jumped in and kind of did a little research, because this is actually So, alright, now, anyways, witch marks. So, some witches are born with a special mark upon them that singles them out as a person gifted with power. Some traditional variations of this mark include a specifically shaped birthmark, a supernumerary nipple, red hair, extra teeth, and being born with a caul, a portion of the birth sac over the head. Huh. I don't know any of that, so... Alright, now witch marks are created at certain rites of passage within our tradition, so they consist of a special symbol marked on the body, either astrally or physically, as in a tattoo. So both the symbol and its placement of the body are significant to our tradition. Okay, so I don't know. I honestly don't know how or where we would find the birthmark. I mean, this is very different. So we have witch blood, though. So some witches claim blood lineage from witches who have gone before. Yeah, this is no. So this is known as possessing witch blood. It's based on a very ancient notion from the Book of Enoch that Cain once mixed his seed with that of the daughters of Adam, producing a race of supernaturally gifted beings. So these beings are sometimes referred to as the Watchers, and it is said that the divine spark runs through the veins and sings from the bones of every witch. Remember that you are made of the same material as the stars, and that magic lives within you, even if you cannot trace your familial lineage to that of a known witch. So know that through the forging of the red thread, the magical link that this tradition creates between you and the mighty dead, you share the blood of Cain. So, it's very interesting. This is just very interesting to me. I mean, very interesting. But how much of this is truth for traditional witchcraft? So, the Cthulhu. So we have that, and it is told that for a witch to pass from this life into the next, he or she must pass her power on to another. So this provides incentive for teaching the craft to others, ensuring that our ways do not die with us. So the Cthulhu is a tangible object that links the power of a witch to his or her descendant. So it may be a beloved magical tool, a piece of jewelry or regalia, or a formal document of lineage. So for me personally, I think that would be the books, the grimoires, all of that going on. I think that would be quite good. Quite good. So, yeah, I don't know. I wish I knew what kind of marks to be looking for. So I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I guess you have to look on your body for, just witchy symbols. Maybe, I don't know. But I really like this. I really, really like this. I do. I really like this one, especially the Tubal Cain introduction, and the prayer, and it's just everything about it is just really neat. So I'm not 100% sure. I'm gonna have to do more research on that. Definitely more research on that one, because I'm very interested in that. But alright, guys. If I could ask, I don't usually ask this, but could you guys maybe I can't go into detail about this. Could you guys maybe just send some positive energy for me, for a family member? This family member is having kind of a rough time, so I'm not sure what's going to happen. And yeah, it's I don't know. It's not good. It's not looking good. So we're just taking it day by day now. So just any kind of prayer, just prayers, just good vibes, anything. So, but I do appreciate it. All right, guys. So I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys with all my heart, all the way from Venus, all the way back down. There we go. All right, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for all the continued support and everything. You guys are amazing. So, alright guys, I'll see you tomorrow.